who uplifts others. So Baba has given very good pointers that how one soul can become the benefactor, can become the uplifters for others without thinking or without seeing other souls' weaknesses, how to share your powers, your blessings, how to make them powerful or empower others without expecting anything in return, because the souls who are lack of powers or lack of good wishes or blessings, they cannot be able to give anything in return because they are like beggars. So the one who is donor, who is constantly donor, that soul cannot expect anything in return from the beggar souls. So without feeling or without experiencing their weaknesses or seeing their weaknesses, how to uplift them, how to become the bestower for them, that what we saw yesterday. Today we'll continue with the remaining part of this Murli, wherein Baba is meeting with the different parties. So we'll start with the second part, Bap Dada meeting Dadis. Bap Dada wants a group of those who enable the end to be the same as the beginning. He wants a group of such all-round actors and those who uplift others. You make groups for every special task. So, at this time, a group of such souls who uplift others is needed. So, it is the need of the hour that such group of such souls who can uplift others, that we need to create such kind of a group. Who are bestowers? Who bestows? A king is a bestower. Kings nowadays are not that. Kings who are full and perfect are those who constantly give to their people. If the king takes from his people, then the people are the kings. Yeah, that's what the democracy is all about. Kings are taking from their subjects. This is why kings who are full and perfect never take anything. They are those who give. The hand of a perfect king would never be of one who takes, but of one who gives. So Baba is saying the hand of a king is always in a position to give, but shouldn't be as a taker, but only as a giver, because the perfect king is always giving in all forms to his people, to his subjects. Would the world emperor of heavens take anything from his subjects? If the subjects themselves are full, what would be the world emperor be like? Just as you have to play the parts of bestowers in the future, so you now have to fill yourself with the sanskars of a bestower. So Baba is saying you're going to play a part of bestower, part of king, emperors of the world in the coming future into golden age. But when you're going to inculcate those sanskars in yourself, so this is the time to emerge those sanskars. You already have, you need to emerge those sanskars at this time, so you will be able to utilize, you will be able to enact in that way into the coming future. Okay, you now have to fill yourself with the sanskars of a bestower. Never ever even have the thought of giving salvation to others only after receiving some salvation yourself. So Baba is saying the benefactors of the world cannot have even one thought of giving salvations only when I get salvation from others. It's like just Baba told yesterday that it's not a business that they will do something, then I will do. They will change a little, then I'll change a little. It's not a business. So the kings, the future kings, cannot expect salvations, but they are only the one who can give the salvation. This is known as a beggar to prince. Do not be one who has any desire to take. Be a beggar for this temporary desire. So you should be beggar, but in what form? You should be beggar of such temporary desire of taking from others. So you shouldn't have that desire. That's what Baba want to say. Be a beggar in accepting temporary facilities. Only such beggars are images of perfection. On the one hand, a beggar, and yet on the other hand, full. So beggar in the sense, do not expect or do not accept temporary facilities. Beggar in that sense, because you are already full. On the other hand, you are already full. So you don't need to expect or even accept the temporary facilities that you're getting. Souls who are playing parts practically of beggar to prince now are said to be constant renunciates and constantly those with elevated fortune. So who are able to constantly renunciate, only they can become beggar to prince practically, actually in their actions. Not just to say, but actually they can become beggar to prince. Through renunciation, fortune for all time is automatically created. As soon as you renounce something, the line of your fortune is drawn. So now, such a group of those who uplift others is needed. Just like Baba yesterday said, that the the children, brothers or sisters who don't understand that they are expecting name and fame for any particular thing that they have done, which means they are not creating their future, but they are getting the result, the fruit of their karma here itself. And that is why they are not accumulating or they are not saving or they are not creating for their future. In the same way, Baba said here, that if you renounce the name, the fame, the temporary attainments, if you renounce, the fortune for all time is automatically created. So your every renunciation is creating your fortune, the future, and more returns into the future. As soon as you renounce something, the line of your fortune is drawn. So now, such a group of those who uplift others is needed. Those who are ignorant of the knowledge of desire for the self and who are constant donors. This kind of group is now needed. You saw the father, he even gave his own time for service. He himself became humble and gave respect to the children. First, the children. It was the name of the children, and the task was his own. He even renounced earning a name for what he did. Baba never said, I did this, I have done this, but Baba always said, first to Brahma Baba always said, Shiv Baba done this, but Shiv Baba also always said, children does this thing. I am doing nothing. I am just their servants. So he also renounced his name for whatever he has done. He uplifted others even in earning a name. He renounced his own name and glorified the names of others, the names of the children's. He constantly kept himself as a server. This is uplifting others. This is how Baba wants us to uplift other souls. He kept the children as the masters and kept himself as a servant. He also gave the respect of a master. He gave that honor and also gave away the name. So he also gave the respect to other souls, name and fame to his children, and also give up his own name, renounce his own name and fame. He never glorified his own name. My children. The father renounced his name, respect, and honor. He uplifted others. He considered his own happiness to be in the happiness of the children. His own happiness to be in the happiness of the children, and he considered the sorrow that children experienced on forgetting the father to be his own sorrow. So even forgetting the father, that sorrow is of children, but he considered it as his own. The happiness of children, he considered it's his happiness. Just like we normally see in Loki also, mother or our parents always find happiness in their children happiness, get upset if their children are upset. Same like that. Of course, Baba don't get upset. Baba bring us out of that upset or let down feelings. But he get happiness from our happiness. He considered the mistakes of the children to be his own mistake and constantly made the children righteous. This is known as uplifting others. Nowadays, there is a need for such a group to finish the weakness of others and to continue to give power. What would happen if everyone were to become like this? What would happen if every Brahmin soul will be like this? The time of all of you would be saved, and the cases and situations would finish, and there would constantly then be spiritual loving gatherings. So now this particular point is specifically for BK family, because we are having this kind of sanskar which we are working on, that we need fame, we want someone should take our name. So Baba is saying if we give up this weakness, then there will be a loving spiritual gatherings, and all the situations and cases that we face in service field, they will be get resolved automatically. There would then be a fast speed in the task of world benefit. Yes, because we are world benefactor, so we cannot get entangled into these kind of sanskars and clashes in with each other in our own family. Otherwise, we are wasting time of yajna in these small problems which are really negligible, and because of that, we are not able to do more service, and the speed of world benefit is getting slowed down. Now you have to make so many plans. Some plans are destroyed even before the task is carried out, just like sometimes some fireworks do not burn and they fizzle out just like that. However, when the thought for world benefit was taken with that intensity, that at this time this should happen, then that was done everywhere for the sake of it, and the noise was heard loudly everywhere. So, getting into the clashes inside the Brahman family, Baba is saying we need to stop that, we need to uplift each others as well. Only then we will be able to give more time to service for world benefit. And only then whatever we decide to do at any particular point of time, we will be able to do it throughout everywhere in the whole world with help of all Brahmin souls. You saw Sakar Father. Together with being an authority of knowledge, he also had the authority of an image of experience. Due to this authority, in his every word there was the experience as well as knowledge. So he had double authority, experience and knowledge. Similarly, every child should speak words with double authority, and the arrows of experience and the arrows of the authority of knowledge would influence them in a second. So when we speak with double authority in the form of that, in that mental stage or in that Purusharthi stage, Baba says the arrow will definitely influence others within a second. It will not take more time for those souls to get influenced. Both your words and your forms should have that authority, and there will then be easy success. So Baba is basically saying our service will become very easy. The time, the energy, sometimes we feel service is quite hard because we need to give Baba's knowledge or this sandesh to almost everyone, and it's a huge world. So sometimes we feel it's very hard, or it's time taking, or it's become very too much work. But Baba is saying how to feel or how to reduce that burden with the help of your authority. If you do it with double authority of experience and knowledge, then you will be able to influence them within a second. Okay, both your words and your forms should have that authority, and there will then be easy success. Otherwise, they would say the knowledge is very good, it is very elevated, but it is difficult to imbibe it. So the embodiment of dharana, the form of dharana, should be visible in a practical way. So our third subject of dharana, Baba is saying it should be practically seen into your actions, your behavior, your presence. Only then people will be able to understand or to imbibe the knowledge into their own life. Otherwise, they will just feel the knowledge is good but difficult to inculcate into their life. It becomes easy to adopt a practical example. So, a group that has double authority is needed, such ones who are known as intoxicated beggars. Let there be no desires. Acha, Om Shanti. Now, meeting groups. First point, the easy way to become worthy of the Father's love is to be detached. The easy way to become worthy of the Father's love is to be detached. Just as a lotus is constantly detached and loved by everyone, similarly, do you remain constantly detached like a lotus? Baba is asking. Check within yourself. Do you remain constantly detached like a lotus? While living with your family, while living in the atmosphere of the world, be detached from it. Those who are detached become worthy of the Father's love. Be detached to the extent that you are loving. A number is created on the basis of being detached, extremely detached, and so extremely loving. Second point, automatically serve through the awareness of your worthy of worship form. Automatically serve through the awareness of your worthy of worship form. While seeing and hearing about your memorial of the previous cycle, do you constantly have the intoxication that it is your praise that is being sung? So Baba is saying while seeing your memorials, are you having that intoxication that it is your memorial, it is your previous form? When you go to any place that is a memorial, do you have that intoxication that is your memorial? It is a wonderful thing that you see your non-living memorials in the living form. On one side are the non-living images, and on the other side, you are in the living forms in an incognito way. So you yourself are in the form of idols or memorials on one hand, and on other hand you are right now becoming like those memorials. You are right now working on yourself to become what is your memorial is. So Baba is saying, are you having that intoxication? On one side are the non-living images, and on other side you are in the living forms in an incognito way. The devotees are calling out so much. So by considering yourselves to be worthy of worship, you will have mercy for the devotees. The devotees are beggars, whereas you are full. So, do you feel mercy on seeing the devotees? Baba is asking, do you feel mercy for them? Do you have the desire to be the instrument to give the devotees the fruit of their devotion? Do you constantly have zeal and enthusiasm for service? Many are benefited through service, and it is also accumulated for your future. You definitely have to give a drop to every soul. Do not send anyone away empty handed. So each and every soul that come into your connection, Baba says you have to give them something because you have so many powers, so many qualities. You need to give them something, whatever they need or whatever they feel. You need to fulfill that emptiness inside. No, not a single soul should go away empty handed after meeting you. Keep your worthy of worship form. Sorry. Keep your worthy of worship form in your awareness, and you will remain constantly engaged in service even against your conscious wish. So, keep that form consciously into your mind, worthy of worship form, and then you will be able to remain constantly engaged into service. So that means you will be able to serve the world even through your thoughts. You don't need to be in front of them or always need to be do something or be present or do something externally, but even through your thoughts, your positive vibes, you will be able to serve the entire world even against your conscious wish. So it will be like naturally, the way we breathe naturally, just like that, you will be serving naturally without even knowing that inside you're doing it. It will become so natural. Third point, the sign of being royal, that is, of being beloved children, is to be distant from the mud of body consciousness. The sign of being royal, that is, of being beloved children, is to be distant from the mud of body consciousness. Souls who are multi-million times fortunate constantly swing in the swing of happiness. The feet of their intellects never come down. The children who are specially beloved, who are long lost and now found, Sikilde, long lost and now found, always remain in the lap. They do not place their feet on the ground. They keep them on the carpet. The feel the feet of the intellect of your multi the feet of the intellects of you multi-million times fortunate, long lost and now found children should always be beyond body consciousness. So just like Baba is giving example, the children who are long lost or who found after a very long time to their parents, they never keep their children down on the ground or on the earth, but they always keep them or always have them on their lap. Just like that, Baba is saying, do not put your feet of intellect in the mud of body consciousness, but always remain in the soul conscious stage. Long lost and now found children should also always be beyond body consciousness and any awareness of the physical world. Since Bap Dada has raised you above the mud and seated you on the throne, why do you leave the throne and go into the mud? Baba is asking, I have already seated you on the throne and you still get down and go into the mud, just like small children. You just uh, bathe them and make them clean and everything tidy, and they again go and play into the mud outside their home. So they again come back, mother all again prepare them, and they again go back. So Baba is saying, don't play like this like a child. Don't put your foot into the mud. Do not get away from the throne that Baba has seated you, and the throne is of soul consciousness. To come into body consciousness means to play with the mud. The confluence age is the age of ascending. The time to descend is now over. So the time of fall down is now over. This confluence age, the small time of this drama, is to uplift yourself, is to go upwards, not to fall down. Is the ascending time, and it's not for descent. Now there is little time to go up. Therefore, why do you come down? Baba is asking. It's very little time is remaining. So why do you come down all over again and again and again? So try to be in that up stage continuously. So remain constantly up above. Acha, Om Shanti. So this Murli is completed now. Now we'll have 2 minutes of silence, and then we will share our takeaway points or any queries, or just share your experience, if any, related this topic. Thank you very much. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. We have one point mentioned into chat by Usha's sister. Keep worthy of worship form in your awareness. You will have mercy and remain constantly engaged in service, also in thoughts. Yes, so if we have that awareness continuously, we will also become merciful to others. We will never feel, or we will never get, disturbed by others' weaknesses or their misdeeds or something they have done wrong. But we'll see it through mercy. That poor soul, that soul needs the power. So if we are aware, if we constantly have that stage inside our mind, then only we will be able to remain constantly engaged into the service. Another point needs some clarification on how double authority group is called intoxicated beggars. Okay, anyone would like to share any point on this? This point is needs some clarification on how double authority group is called intoxicated beggars. So if anyone have any point
Om
or
Shanti.
can share anything, yes, Om Shanti.
This Murli, yesterday Murli also and today Murli also is a I think one of the you can say the greatest Murlis which have which I have felt that it's a very in simple words yet
Mm-hmm.
so elevated that the practical tips how to uplift others and automatically the soul gets elevated by uplifting others. And so many techniques are there. Today's part of the Murli, I would like to share that this intoxicated beggars or beggar to prince is
Mm-hmm.
Baba says practically it is happening now in the confidence age when we actually focus on our eternal form, which is full of all attainments and full of intoxication in combined form with Baba. Then these small trivial Lockic attainments do not matter at all. That name, fame, and Nam Manshan, which Baba says, no, they are not. They do not matter. If they are mattering, that means there is some kind of deviation from the eternal form. That is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And beggar means this that we have already like pana tha wo palia and then the outside world people are running after this name fame and attainments where I the soul which is full of Baba's treasures is like a beggar for the outer world. They will think as if this guy doesn't have any attainments, worldly attainments, but deep inside the soul knows that the soul is full of all the spiritual attainments and
Yes.
experiences with Baba. So that is beggar,
Right.
and automatically that this kind such kind of souls will automatically are creating their line of fortunes. They're drawing their line of elevated fortunes for the entire kalpa. So the renunciation now is not just the outside renunciation, but deep inside also. There's no uh, desires for desires for the this limited attainments. That is one part, and
Mm-hmm.
that is creating double authority. One is your Swaraj Adhikari, and second is it is also creating a Vishwaraj Adhikari in the future. So both
Mm-hmm.
now
Yes.
you are in constant happiness, and because your happiness is not dependent on these desires.
Yes.
There's no desire only. So there's you are constantly happy. Unhappiness only comes when there is a desire for limited attainment. कोई मुझे पूछे, कोई मेरा नाम ले, कोई मुझे ऐसे करे. So these things are actually creating unhappiness. They may create a short term happiness, but after that moment is passed, there will be unhappiness. So constant happiness
Yes.
can come only when the soul is detached from such kind of you can say Maya mind or
Yes.
Maya desires or the
Right.
limited intellect or the limited sanskars. Om Shanti.
Mm-hmm.
So
Om
there's so much
Shanti.
in this Murli. I cannot only one point. Only if I can share that also takes 2 3 minutes. This
Yes,
Murli
exactly.
deep, very. It's like an ocean. Every word
Definitely.
so
Yeah.
profound and can be practiced practically. Thank you,
Yeah.
Baba. Thank you, all
Thank you.
divine remembers. Om Shanti.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much for your sharing. Anyone else?
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
What a paradox word it is, huh? Intoxicated beggar. Even like Usha Ben, when I was going through that journey, I have heard of beggar. And I don't know, when I was young, if you remember, we used to be told about that story of a beggar and prince, how the prince got lost and a beggar family found him, and how he lived there, and then how he again went back to the kingdom, and then he became a prince, and then he wanted to see, he missed his life of begging. He wanted to go to that life and check. So he never felt blissful either in being a beggar, either in being a prince. Like I remember that story, and that story had a little implication, and that's where that rank, say Raja or beggar to prince, really it came. But for us, in this Murli, if you see, and I should see that Baba is talking to the Dadis. So the when sister just asked, how can you become an intoxicated beggar? Even if we take the points of the Murli, like some points, I am a bestower, I am a king, I am perfect. My hand always gives. I have no desire. So I should be a beggar for any desire. So that itself, you see, beggar for desire, beggar for temporary facilities, I can. So I should go back to beggaryhood for desire or beggaryhood for temporary facilities. And then I should renounce. And that apnapan, his sorrow, my sorrow, his thing. So these are the, and of course, double authority is authority of knowledge. Now, what is that knowledge is what Baba says. Baba says, go beyond the consciousness of your bodies, become empty. That is beggar. Go beyond the consciousness of your bodies and become empty. Nothing here belongs to you. So if nothing belongs to me, I am on the street. Nothing belongs to me except one Shiv Baba and another. This is what Baba had explained earlier about a complete beggar, complete beggar. So if I have that complete beggar, then I will get the intoxication of owning everything. I have nothing, but I own everything. I have nothing, but I can give everyone everything. I have no house, but I'm sitting on the top of the globe and the whole world is mine. I think that's what is the feeling I get when Baba spoke in the Murli as an intoxicated beggar. Beggar. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Anyone else?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. And one point I got this, that's rightly said that a beggar means to beggar in the sense of expecting from others. So there
Yes,
is no
exactly.
there is no expectation from others, and you are doing selflessly the service to for world benefit, and also means that means improving the weakness, to finish the weaknesses and improve that empowering them, empowering others with with no expectation from them. So this is a very liking point I got. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family.
Thank you very much. There is one word I was just while you were mentioning the points about this particular thing, I was just reading the Hindi paragraph of this particular Murli, where Baba has used one word for this intoxicated beggar. The word in Hindi we might be able to understand or relate it quite faster. It is mast fakir. So the one who just like sister says, who has nothing but still full with everything that is subtle, that is needed, and that is why be able to give everything to other, even have nothing. Just like trustee, you take care of everything but you don't own anything. So I think that's how Baba is saying. And double authority, yes, the knowledge that we have, the knowledge that Baba is sharing with us, and the experience through the implementation of the knowledge. When we implement those points, that knowledge into practical life, we become experienced that how in this particular situation I should react or I should respond, and based on that authority and the knowledge, that will be our double authority. The authority of knowledge and authority of experience will able or will help us to become intoxicated beggars, which means do not have anything, I am completely nothing, but still I am everything, or I'm able to give everything because I have authority of knowledge and experience. Thank you very much. That is very nice explanation. Anyone else want to share any other point?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
So I was also thinking while others were sharing about this intoxicated beggar. So it's a very good point. So if you look at it, yeah, beggar is, is always beyond any sort of a desire, right? He does not have anything. So that is what Baba, I think, means here, that we should not have any sort of a desire, right?
Right.
So we have to be beyond any sort of a desire, ignorant, another way, ignorant of
Yes.
having any knowledge of having any sort of a desire for the self or for anything.
Exactly.
So another thing, if you take anything from here, that means you will lose there, right, in the Satyug. So we want to experience the comfort, everything here, then, we will get it, but the thing is we might lose there, right? So probably that is the one reason why Baba would like us to surrender everything, so that we don't keep those things in our intellect, that when we have so much of wealth or so many things to look after, right, then our intellect is going there, even against your conscious will. We'll have to look after that, and we'll have the slightest feeling within ourselves that this is all mine. So that will actually tie up us, tightly here, which will not allow us to become a farista and fly above, right? So if you look at it, why Baba is telling us to become a beggar, that sort of intoxication all the time, is because we have to wind up all our business here. We have to become Farista. And Farista doesn't have any connection with this materialistic world, right? Beyond. So, in that way, so we have to finish all the karmic accounts here and become that. So the easiest way to do that is to, always have the intoxication that what we are going to become, right? So in order to become that, we need to always maintain this, that intoxication of I'm a beggar, right? I have to renounce everything. There's no desire of wanting anything from anyone or from this world. So the only one intention is to go beyond or enjoy with Baba, and there is nothing we needed. So when we become that, right, that beggar, and that we live with that intoxication, then we really forget this whole materialistic world and the comfort and all that which is given in this world, right? So I feel that's one reason. Yeah. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much.
Uh,
There is
Yogita, just to add one point, I loved the word when you gave me the Hindi point, Mastafaki, Mastani.
Exactly.
I love that word Mastani, I tell you. But what happens when I heard that word first, I remember when I was young, I used to read stories of some of these sadhus, they used to go in the forest. They used to remove their clothes, everything naked they have given as if no body. So I used to think, ye masti hai, that is, they have no absolute consciousness of body. No, here Baba is only talking about the mental intention. It doesn't mean just because there is a class, I remember I have read, if you want to become a full prince, become a full beggar. But it's not necessary that I should sab chhod ke, ghar chhod ke, sab kapade nikal ke, as if running towards lights running. No, that is not the thing, because that was what in between when that word Mastani came. I remember the meaning of the word Mastani, how it was taken. But just see here how what Baba says, the mental framework, the mental thing, what all is needed. In that, I should be, as I told you, कुछ मेरा नहीं लेकिन सब कुछ मेरा है. I gave to every God, but God is given it to me as if I don't know how to tell you, as if I'm sitting on his lap and I've given it to him, so it comes back to me. I think that is the Mastani feeling. I like that.
Yes, because the beggar, the point behind this is what I also feel, that just like trustee, he take care of everything, he look after for everything, but he doesn't get entangled, get attached to things, because he's clear cut, having this awareness that I'm only trustee, I don't own anything. So just like that, if we have that feeling that I'm just taking care of everything, taking care of every person around me, because I am the world benefactor, but nothing belongs to me, nothing belongs to me. That is why I'm not attached to things. So if anything happen, or anything to or any situation or to any particular person, I will not get affected with that situation. That's what Baba is saying, mast fakir, which means just don't get affected by anything that is coming from outside, because that's not in your control. And if you take care of your mind, then you will be able to influence even that worst situation, because you are trusty. So you're not attached, you're not feeling that, oh, it's mine now, what will happen to me, what will happen to my family, or what will happen to my home, whatever it is, my job, my position. Just be there as a trustee, that I own nothing, but because I own nothing, that is why I own everything that I get from God. Just like we all know this, that in childhood we used to catch butterflies. So when we go behind them, they just run away from. And when we leave them, when we just ignore, sometimes it happens that they come to us directly. So it's like the same thing people in Lokik world, people say for desires. If you hold them, they will go away from you. If you let them go, they will come back to you naturally or automatically. So that's what I think this point is all about. Yes, that's very nice. Any other point? Anyone want to share anything? Living without expectations is the key to a true life. Live in love and giving as that gives, and giving as that gives max happiness. Yes, but sometimes it is living without expectation is very true. But sometimes, because we are still working on ourselves, so that sanskar of expecting. So sometimes Baba also says that even if you expect, don't get affected if that expectation doesn't get fulfilled. But we know that's not possible, because if we expect, we definitely feel bad if it doesn't get fulfilled. So better we don't have expectations at all. So don't get affected with any good things as well. And like there is one word uh, in in Gita, what is that? Sthita pragya. Don't get affected by anything. Just be neutral. So then it will be easy to not have expectations from others.
But Yogita Ben, there is expectation. Even Brahma Baba had Narayan's picture in his pocket, which attracted him to say, "Oh, I'm going to become that." It was that which really gave him. See, whether it was that even we have that I'm going to be Shiv Baba's at the end, in the final moments, I'm going to, some expectation is there. What is that expectation? So I'm not living for that expectation, but that expectation is living with me.
Right, exactly. Yes, anyone want to share anything else? Any other point from today's Murli or from yesterday's points? If anyone want to share anything. No one? Yes, fruits comes automatically. Okay, the points we have discussed, we're just putting them in chat. All right, no problem. Okay, any other point?
Extremely detached. I like that point, sister. So extremely detached will be loved by everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Baba said that the way to become worthy of Father's love is to be detached from everything, and you will be loved by Bab Dada automatically.
So by having that guest feeling, so I'm not here, I have to go back my home. So like a child in a hostel, if he is in a hostel, always he's thinking when his exam will be over, I have to return home. So like that, even doing everything, I have to back home. So if I have that feeling like a guest, we can detach everything. We won't sit in anything here.
Yes, don't get entangled. Don't engage your mind or invest mind into any worldly or any temporary things, the things that are going to get finished at the end. Don't engage your mind into such things. Means in any materialistic things, position, money, everything comes under that. Relations, that as well, because worldly relations are temporary. They are not forever, like the relation we have with Baba. So they are not forever. So Baba just want to say, don't engage your mind. Be there with everyone, take care of everything, but just be detached from mind. In the state of mind should be detached. This is not mine. This is not mine. I'm just taking care. That awareness will help to attain all these things, and that also help to uplift others as well, because we are not connected, we are not attached, so we will be able to give them the right energy at right point of time. Sometimes if we are attached to any particular person, we might give them more, the way Baba said yesterday, that you're sharing or you're giving your powers to some, but not to all, because you're attached to some particular person. But if you're not attached, you will be able to see on a wide spectrum and will be able to give to everyone without any specific expectations, or without any specifications, like he's mine or she's close to me, he I don't know this person, not like that, but on soul level you will be able to give to each and every soul, because that's what our title is, world benefactors. So that's what we need to inculcate into our mind, thought level, and also into our actions. Yes, thank you very much. That's a nice point. Anyone else? Yes, there is one point mentioned by Dr. Jitana. Always see goodness in others. Don't expect anything from others. Also, donate powers to make others virtuous. Sorry. One more point. We are all playing a part in our life, and then we'll go away. So give your best and honest efforts. Yes.
But is it works, sister, if we gives power or something, some directions to persons who are with us, and they are asking us, like, for example, if my child daily speaks to me and gives some complaints like this, like that. So, but if I do some yoga or especially for him, is it works or is it any wrong, that, sister?
No, it definitely works, because it became your aura, it became your energy field. Your meditation is creating vibrations, positive and powerful vibrations into your home, and that child is absorbing, because every soul is absorbing all the energy that is around that soul, and it's by default, it's a natural instinct to absorb the energy. It's not that there is any rocket science or someone needs to learn, but it's a natural instinct of a human being to get affected. So if you have that powerful environment, that positive environment or vibrations through your meditation, it's definitely going to affect the state of mind and the way of thinking and everything of that child. On the other hand, being a child, you can also guide him through your words. But when you have that harmony into words and thoughts, then that will affect more and that will have more influence. So it definitely works. There are endless examples where our senior teachers, senior brothers uses only meditation to get anything that they want without asking or without expecting from anyone. Just sit into meditation, morning Amrit Vela, evening meditation, and just radiate that energy into the environment, and everything will come to you automatically without asking, without expecting, or without requesting anyone, please give me or please help me. Everything will come automatically, because meditation is the highest power that actually works with everything and anything in any kind of situations. And we have literally thousand endless examples that people uses meditation for any kind of their problem. So it will definitely work. You can experiment with it in your life.
Thank you, sister.
No problem. Thank you. So I think we should wrap up now. Okay, so can I request
Om
one thing?
Shanti.
If yes, please.
Om
Go ahead.
Shanti. Thank you, sister. The one point I got that was, yeah, very goodly, Miss, you have said that's meditation is a good tool to
Mm-hmm.
become a beggar of self means expectations.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good tool. Om Shanti.
Oh,
So
Shanti,
that's
and this
my
is
important.
also a very good tool to become prince as well. So the same
To
tool
become a
makes us
beggar of this, yeah.
exactly. First, it makes us beggar, and then the same tool makes us prince as well.
Yes.
Very true.
Om
Yes.
Shanti. Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti. Thank you. Yeah. So we'll have meditation for 2 minutes. If possible, can we have one song? Dani Bano, Vardani Bano. That's very, related to this Murli. That's a very nice song. It's quite old one. If possible, we can just have one stanza of that song for meditation.
सद्गुण का धन बड़ा निराला, बांटो बढ़ता जाए, इसे कोई न लूट सके, जो कभी न फुटने पाए। दानी बनो वरदानी बनो, दानी बनो वरदानी बनो, गुणों के महादानी बनो, गुणों के महादानी बनो, प्रभु के प्यारे सबके सहारे, प्रभु के प्यारे सबके सहारे, शिव समान कल्याणी बनो, शिव समान कल्याणी बनो, दानी बनो वरदानी बनो, दानी बनो वरदानी बनो।
Om Shanti. Let's close the session. So thank you, Baba. Thank you, Yurteben. Thank you, Divine Family. Let's meet tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, you all have a wonderful day. Om Shanti.
Thank you. Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone.